Hi, it's Charlie Bengal with Remax Allegiance, and welcome to another edition of Meet an Agent. My special guest today is Eddie Gerardo from our Virginia Beach office. Eddie, it's great to see you.
Hey, good to see you, Charlie.
Talk to me about how you got into real estate. You started in 16, right? Became a Remax agent in 2019, Platinum Club Award winner, Circle of Excellence Local Platinum Club Award winner. What changed in 2016 to make you enter into this?
Sure. So my story is pretty interesting, and when I do tell it to people, they're really tuned in.
Okay.
So when I was 22 years old, I joined the police academy here in Hampton Roads.
Okay.
I was a Norfolk cop for
Okay.
7 years.
Okay.
And enjoyed that. It was one of the best times of my life.
Yeah.
Got to meet a lot of people. Was really big into the community.
Okay.
About my 7th year in, I met a guy in the department that had got me connected with another gentleman who was opening a business. And I got my degree in business.
Okay.
Just ended up in the police academy early on.
Yeah.
So I met with this gentleman, and I took a position as a national sales director for a big plastics company.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, very.
So you're pushing 30 at this point.
Yep, pushing
Okay.
30s at
Okay.
this point.
Okay.
Yep, maybe even 29.
Okay.
At the time. I did a lot of work with BGM was the company,
Okay.
and that included traveling all throughout the United States. I was in charge of national sales director. Well, I'm the national sales director. I was in charge of outside sales reps.
Yep.
And so I got to travel in different parts of the country and meet with different people, many different demographics of people. So, on top of being a police officer and then getting involved in this sales position, I got to really learn a lot about people.
Okay.
And in 2015. Into 2015, I met a gentleman who's a broker in our area now, down in Miami, and we hit it off pretty well.
Okay.
We talked about what he did, I talked about what I did,
Okay.
and then, he said, "Hey Eddie," he said, "You ever thought about real estate?" And I said, "Nah, I have, but I've heard the stories about real estate."
Yeah.
And I said, they have not been good ones."
Okay.
So he said, he said, "Don't let that push you away." He said, "You really have a knack for talking and relaying messages."
Okay.
And he said, "If you're not making this amount of money, maybe it's something that you should consider looking into."
Okay.
So, I was really happy at the time where I was, but I got curious.
Okay.
And we came home from Miami, and we stayed friends, and I kept in contact with him, and I just became more and more curious, and then started doing a little bit of research. I went over to his office and interviewed with him. He showed me some things that I really caught my attention, things like CRNs and things of that, and they really just grabbed me. So I eventually went and got my real estate license behind the scenes.
Okay.
And 2016, I said, "You know what? I'm going to take a risk," and that's what I did. I took a risk, and I transitioned to a real estate agent.
Like cold turkey?
Cold turkey.
Okay.
I said, if
that's
this
a
doesn't
risk.
work.
Yeah.
Now, when I left this company that I was working at, it was definitely a heads up notice, and this is what I want to do. I kind of want to make a change, and I think this could be for me. And they were really pulling for me.
Okay.
And I'm really friends with them people
Good.
to today.
Good.
So anyhow, I took in 2016, early 2016, I took off from the start. Did some training early on. I think I did about 2 or 3 months of training, and then June of 2016, I got into selling real estate, and it just was it was like a knack for me. It was,
so the risk was worth it.
It was. I think by the end of 2016, I had sold 30 families.
Wow.
Homes.
Yeah.
I put 30 families in homes.
It's a great first year.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
And it only got better.
Okay, very good. So talk to me about what you enjoy most about real estate.
Well, helping people.
Okay.
Problem solving. That is something that...
It's not that different from law enforcement.
Exactly.
You're dealing with nicer people.
That is true, for the most part.
Yeah.
Dealt with some great people in our community,
Yeah.
but that really helped me in problem solving.
Okay.
That was the start of it.
Yeah.
And then 7 years of that, working within the community, and then broadening my career in a more of a domestic, traveling.
Yeah.
And I tell you, people, you see that in different parts of our country. you'll find different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, and you know, I got really good at what I did there, and I was able to bring that all into real estate. And
Okay.
it just all flowed in one. So everything that I do for our families, it's genuine, because everyone has a different circumstance, a different situation.
Yep.
And this is what I do. I problem solve. You know, I listen to what people need, and you know, my ultimate goal is getting families what they're looking for.
Right.
And it's just, it's. I gotta say, man, it's something that I really, really have a passion for.
Good. When they win, you win.
Absolutely.
There you go.
100%.
What do you like most about this area of Hampton Roads?
I really love that we are in a military
Okay.
area.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than hearing the sound of freedom, when you're hearing the jets flying by.
Yeah.
You know, and we have people of all different, you know, coming from different parts of the country in and out of our area. So these people really do need our help here in our area. This is definitely a different market.
Yeah.
When you're in terms of real estate, because there are always people coming in and coming out, and they really need our help.
Good.
They do. They need the guidance that real estate agents, you know, are supposed to bring to the table.
Right.
And so that's what we do. That's what I do.
Talk to me about any hobbies. Where would we find you when you're not here selling real estate?
Yeah, you would probably find me on a local golf course.
Okay.
That is something that I really enjoy. And you know, early on in my career, even when I was a cop, I just watched it on TV. I said, you'd probably never catch me out there. But then, you know, when I started traveling, and it was what everybody loved to do.
Yeah.
And then so I finally had to put a golf club in my hand and start swinging away.
All right. So you started a little later than a lot of people.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
it took me about 4 years.
Did it? Yeah.
To even hit the ball straight. But
Yeah.
now I really
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right.
that's where you could find me.
All right. Are there certain neighborhoods in Hampton Roads that you like?
You know, I like,
More than others, I should say.
well, there's not any particular neighborhood that I like more than other. I think the one thing that I do bring to the table, and that, you know, I think that I have a vast knowledge of, is just the overall area. We call this the 7 cities. You know, there's not one street that you can't name in the 7 cities that I don't know about. And that's, you know, the peninsula, the south side.
Yep.
You know, it's really important to know this area, especially with the military.
Yeah.
You know, we have bases on the peninsula, we have bases on the south side.
Right.
I was born here in Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay.
So, you know, my family comes from a military background, and you know, I just love our area in general. I can tell you the best thing about each city in our area.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty something pretty cool that I can bring to the table.
All right. Is there a particular area that you specialize in, or is it everything from Newport News down towards Virginia Beach?
Yeah, I would just say Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Chesapeake,
Okay.
Suffolk, Hampton, Newport
Okay.
News.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. The whole bit.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay. What do you do special to market a listing?
Well, this is an interesting question. I'm glad you asked. You know, one of the things that I learned early in my career in real estate was, you know, I got some really good training from a very good broker, and I paid attention, because typically when you see somebody doing well, the best way to be in that position is to watch and learn what they do.
Yeah.
And so I learned
Rip off
early.
and duplicate, we like to say.
Absolutely. To answer your question, what I do differently than most, and some agents in our area do it as well, is I take the money that I make, and you know, I put it back into marketing.
Okay.
And so what are those things? I spend money with Zillow. I spend money with Google.
Yep.
You know, I put money with companies that people are more than likely to. Let's say Google, for example. You know, if a client is you know, getting orders from Texas, and he types in homes for sale in Norfolk, well, you know, when you spend money with these advertising companies, it's going to be your listings that these people in Texas see.
Right.
And that's important. So I did learn that is very important.
Okay.
You know, just spending money back into your product.
Okay.
That's how we market.
Good. What are some other reasons why a buyer or a seller may want to use your services?
I would just say, hands down, experience.
Okay.
Just in the last 2 years alone, I've had over 200 transactions and sales. So there's not one situation that I probably have not already seen.
Right.
You know, I did say that every transaction is different and something always comes up, but that's something I'm always ready for, and that's something that I'm, you know, happy to.
I like it.
Problems, was some guy told me one time, he said, when there's a problem, that's the best time to make yourself look good.
Yeah,
And
agreed.
it's the truth.
Yeah, so experience in marketing.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Yep.
Thanks for watching another edition of Meet an Agent. Our special guest today was Eddie Gerardo from our Virginia Beach office.
Thanks, Charlie.